I really never understood people who were so enamored by living in a big city, like a New York or a London if you live in the UK, like me. I've always thought about being by the coast, being by nature. I could never live in the concrete jungle, you know? I don't really get it. It's lifestyle first, job second. And I think today I just wanted to talk a little bit about how that's going for me in respects to building an online business. You know, I think often we can get really motivated. Maybe you've seen one of these adverts just before this video about, you know, how you can create a 10K social media market company online and, you know, live by the laptop from Ibiza or, you know, some of the other places. But I think what that really lacks to me is a sense of realism. And I kind of wanted to talk about it from my perspective, just being real and transparent about, you know, what that looks like and how that goes. So, you know, I am in the process of getting to a place where I'm completely financially free, living life on my own terms, having a service that I can provide for people and support people, help people ultimately, provide value in their lives, and not have you know, anybody telling me what time I need to turn up to work, or what I need to wear, or what I need to do, or when I need to finish, or when I need to start. And I think that's the most valuable thing for me, certainly. And the beginning is hard. You know, I'm not going to lie to you. The beginning was really, really difficult. I mean, the analogy I like to give is like a rocket ship. You know, it takes a lot of fuel. It takes a lot of energy to get that weight up from the ground, from the earth, and get to a place where, you know, you're what would you say, independent, and you've got momentum going. It gets easier, you know, it gets easier, but when you start, it takes a huge amount of energy. And I remember when I first started, maybe 2 years ago, working on my 9 to 5 and working on my business on the side. I was spending a lot of hours working on my business. I remember I worked for a social care company in Hertfordshire in the UK. I was doing exercise for a lot of the old people, trying to improve their like physical function and make sure they're not falling over and deteriorating. And you know, it was very hard work. It wasn't so much desk space. I mean, I got to move a lot and do exercise for people, which is nice, keep them fit. But you know, every other chance I got, I was making sure that I was you know, working on my business on the side. I was writing my tweets, I was writing blogs. I remember you know, investing my first £800 into a Canon camera so I could do videos on my room. And maybe, I don't know, I put up like a video on the side of me when I was first making my videos. And I remember I had to like flip my bed over to make space in my room so I could actually get the softbox lights up, so I could get the proper lighting to actually record the video. So yeah, man, I was serious about it. I really was. But you don't have a lot of time for yourself. You don't have a lot of time for friends, and that's, you know, one of the things you have to sacrifice if you're really about this lifestyle. If you really want to make something for yourself, you have to be willing to sacrifice. You're rarely going to be able to balance these things. It's very, very difficult to get to a place where you can balance a social life, balance a 9 to 5 to actually fuel your efforts, to actually give you the financial advantage to fuel these efforts, and then also work on your passion, work on your art. And that's a word I would use. That's a word I'm really passionate about using in respects to, you know, what you want to do online, because, you know, if you choose something for the money, very rarely does it work out. Some people can do it, no doubt about it, but rarely does it work out. You kind of lose your passion. And, you know, the reason why I'm in this privileged position now is because I'm still passionate about what I do. I'm investing in, you know, new equipment, investing in an editor to try and make these videos better and more entertaining and more valuable for you guys. I'm here on a beach, you know, at 8 o'clock in the evening in the UK on the south coast, trying to come up with creative ideas, you know, for you guys. And, you know, that's the thing that's going to spur you along if you're really about this kind of online business and working for yourself. I remember I started Forex trading. I thought that would be it. I will be a Forex trader, and you know, I'll be rich and wealthy and earning over 6 figures a year, and that would be me. I think I did it for about a month, bought like 5 different Forex books, and I read like 2, and then, you know, I packed it in because I just wasn't passionate about it. It wasn't my art. It wasn't what I wanted to do. It wasn't what I could do, you know, deep focused work on for hours and hours at a time, and you know, not get bored, not realize the time. So, you know, that's something that I'm really passionate about in respects to, if you're about this, you have to have something that you can kind of get lost in. You can go down rabbit holes and explore. And I was always really passionate about how can I be a better communicator? How can I be a better writer? How can I actually convey really big concepts in a small kind of way to people? A simple way to people, a more palatable way to people, certainly. And when I started tweeting, that's when things really kind of changed for me. When I was able to use short form content to create very impactful messages and motivation and insights and value and ideas to people. And I'm fortunate to be in a position. Now I want to be transparent with you guys. Like I probably earn kind of well over 5k every month now through my online business, through Twitter, through YouTube, and some of my digital products and services. I'm not where I want to be yet, and I know a lot of people will say, Joseph, 5k a month, that's very good by yourself. That's very good by yourself. And I'm so grateful and privileged to be in this position now. But it was hard work at the start. It really was. The real turning point for me came at Twitter, and through a program I released called Sexual Energy Mastery, which is all about quitting porn and how to master your sexual energy, how to transmute your sexual energy and no longer be a slave to kind of lust and your desires. And that was a problem I had. It was a problem I suffered with it from a very long time, and I was very open about how much of a degenerate I was. But I solved that problem. And that's another way you got to look at it. Your art can be a problem you had that you solved, which is how you kind of pitch yourself as a service, as somebody with authority, with somebody has an inherent value. You might be really good at designing websites, or really good at writing emails, or you might be really good at creating videos or speaking to people, or you might be a really good entertainer. Jesus, I'm watching a guy at the moment who's got like 1.8 million subscribers on YouTube, probably earns like 10k a month through ad revenue just talking about conspiracy videos. Can you imagine that? Over $10,000 every month just by talking about conspiracy videos. He's a really entertaining guy, and he presents his art in a very, very unique and interesting way. So there's nothing nowadays you can't monetize, and I know it might seem confusing at the start, but just start. Everybody's got a very powerful smartphone in the pocket that you're probably watching me on now, that's capable of creating very good videos and very good content. Or Twitter's always free, and you can kind of tweet your ideas and theories and insights into the world, and they might resonate with people. And it gets easier. It really does. So I kind of wanted to give you a little bit of insight, a little bit of inspiration, a little bit more transparency from me, because sometimes I feel like I'm not so forthcoming with my kind of failures, and which is hard to admit. But I felt many times trying to get this to where it is now. Many different ideas, expeditions, Forex, blogging, WordPress blogging I did for a year and I failed. Twitter was the one that worked for me, guys. So if there's any value you can kind of get out of this video, is just focus on your art, focus on your curiosity, and following that down to the core. Because it might not bring you to the way you want to go, but you're gonna have a really entertaining ride. I promise you that. So let's have another look at this beach before we go. And with that said, gentlemen, if you subscribe to what I said, you can subscribe to me, and I'll bring you something else very soon. Take care, G's.